Thank you for voicing this long list of my achievements. I'd like to mention that I actually like this event very much. This is where one can share ideas, and my personal project is actually called brain surgery. 15 years ago, when I got involved in business consulting and training, I faced a crucial problem. It turned out that post-Soviet people could not fit the market economy conditions. Can you tell me if this problem still exists? It does. My background is in psychology, as I used to be a psychologist. And I believe that when a psychologist recovers from his own mental problems, he should abandon psychology and do something more useful. For instance, I chose business, and I like it very much. I used to be involved in psychoanalysis, NLP, and group therapy. I helped people to get immersed in their past, and it turned out that it didn't help much. It only distracted people from day-to-day important things like reconstructing roofs and fixing roads. So I tried to find a different domain where I could use the skills of me as a recovered psychologist. And I realized that an activity that I liked, that helped me to be what I am, is actually business. Business is in fact a psychotherapy of the future. And that is what I would like to talk about. I have held a lot of training sessions devoted to this issue, and I try to answer the question of whether we could help people to become more successful and happy in the conditions of market economy. It turns out it's not that easy. The key obstacle for that is ourselves. We, you and me, are not fit for market economy conditions, and brain surgery is actually the procedure to change perceptions that brings about behavior that could bring about more successful results. So let me demonstrate you this idea, and I hope you will like it, and maybe you will tell about it to your friends. My idea is as follows. It's called business as a possibility of self-realization. Business is quite often used as a curse word in Russian. As soon as we hear the word business, what are the associations that come to our mind? Please let me know. Taxes, money, deception, cheating. Business is a dirty thing. Big money is scary. It's a difficult thing to do, and people who are involved in business, they know it's difficult. You keep working for 24 hours a day, and not everyone can do that. So, advertising my ideas, I spent 10 workshops for Kiev students, and I would like to show you some bits and pieces of it. So let us first talk about what business means. Can you please translate business to Russian? What does it mean? It means, in Russian it would be a synonym of affair. So why did it become a curse word in Russian in the post-Soviet space? Does it mean that doing business is doing something indecent? You also said lazy man. You said, not I. I believe, as a former psychologist, that there are no lazy people on this planet. There are people who do not need something here and now. But as soon as you come, approach this person with something that brings him satisfaction, his eyes will light up and he will follow you. Give a person what he or she needs and he or she will follow you wherever you go. This is a simple leadership role. So in order to let us start the brain surgery, do you feel well? Are you feeling well? Let us start the surgery. In fact, people who are here in this room, who are you? Are you losers? Or who are you? Are you winners? When I say the words that you don't like, stomp your feet when you don't like some words. And when you hear the words and ideas that you like, please feel free to applaud. Losers. Winners. Losers. Winners. Not everyone is applauding, in fact, mind you. And this is a very interesting phenomenon. Not every person wants to be a winner. So what is an obstacle then? Can you tell me? Fears, doubts and complexes. Fears, doubts and complexes. There are 5 key buttons of our weaknesses: fear, doubt, guilt, greed, and hurt. And we pay as soon as it happens. Who have you paid for these feelings? So who paid fear, doubt, greed, guilt and hurt? Who paid? Who has had to pay for that? Please applaud or stomp. Oh, I guess I already got you confused. So who here wants to be a winner? Please stomp or applaud. But who knows how to do that? How to become a winner in your own life? How to become a person who is in fact happy? This event is called What People Win, and this is also a title of our project. And we have heard this miracle word, happiness. So please react to me. Who wants to be unhappy? Who wants to be happy? But how to resolve this puzzle? Every person has his or her own picture of happiness. And all speakers to whom I'm grateful, to each of those persons I'm grateful, because people here at TED events are excited about something and happy because of that. So let us do some research into happiness. How can one become not only happy but super happy in the market post-Soviet economy, on the conditions of developing emerging market? It might seem a fantasy, it's something unreal and unrealistic. I liked the latest song by Vasya Oblomov on YouTube. Sad Shit is actually his latest song, latest hit, very popular all over Russia. But why are we so happy? Are we happy to be this sad shit that this song is devoted to? We watch TV, we look in the mirror and we say that Americans are crazy, that Americans are stupid, according to one of the Russian stand-up comedians. They keep laughing and smiling and they're in the good mood. How can one be in the good mood if everything around is bad? It's indecent, it's crazy, it's mad. They're madmen. They're totally crazy. They do not understand the essence of our life. So this is in fact something else. When I'm talking about brain surgery, I'm talking about responsibility of a person for his or her own life. I allege, I claim that every person can, and I guess must, establish communism in his or her own family. I'm not joking, you know. Every person should understand that he or she is responsible before kids, before his spouse, for prosperity, and this is the starting point. Because you all know about Maslow pyramid. Maslow's, you have heard about this pyramid. Abraham Maslow, the descendant of Ukrainian Jews who migrated to America and became Maslows instead of Maslows. He was in fact a genius. When he was a teenager and he thought about his interaction with girls, he wondered why people behave in this or that way. Why do they commit actions? And he realized that behavior of people is based on their needs, satisfied or unsatisfied. As soon as all his needs are satisfied, he's basically a living dead. So when we talk about personal responsibility for the life, we start from material things. So let us not shy away from the word money. So you should also stomp or applaud when I say money. So who wants to be rich? Please stomp or applaud. Who wants to have a lot of money? So let us define money. Money means opportunities that they bring. Opportunities and possibility to create the picture of happiness that we would like to achieve. So in order to rely on the satisfaction of needs, in order to get this money influx, I have established the law of marginal deviations. The law of marginal deviations is very simple. Do we agree that the money inflow enters the life of each of us? It flows in and flows out. Please applaud or stomp if you agree or disagree. This is the sad part. It flows in and flows out. But we can do nothing. As soon as we stop, let's say, as we start saving money, the money stops flowing in. So what we have to do is to learn on how to make this money influx increase. Please applaud if you want it to increase. So we've got the axis of money, the level of money influx in our lives. So what is money and money flow? It's a thermometer, it's a temperature gauge to assess social survival in the social jungle. The more you earn, the more healthy you are as a social being. Another axis is time. At different points in time, we earn different amounts of money. Let us take the country average. In Ukraine, that would be $300. Average salary. And there is normal distribution. The individual values actually vary around this average value. So we've got the first zone, that is a corridor. This is where 80% of people live. Then we have a lower fringe people and upper fringe people, people who earn more or less than on average. What makes them different from each other? They are all human beings with a head and hands. They are different in terms of their internal drive. Upper fringe people are people who have big ambitions, big objectives. So this is where we get the life outlook of winners. And this is how we set goals to become successful in lives. What is a big goal? Americans say that big goals attract big energy, small goals attract smaller energy. So we need to see our lives 10 or 15 years ahead and answer a simple question of how we would like to live. We need to create a vision of our happiness, of where we are striving for. We should activate the long-term vision. Another principle is horizontal career. Where you are, you should become the very best among your competitors. Does the market respond to number one, to the best? Believe that your parents will help you is an illusion. If you are number one in your position, you get a social lift. Further on, the market buys the best and pays more. If you agree, please applaud. The next principle is management from any point. We need to understand that every problem that we face can be resolved from any point, wherever we are. This is full responsibility for our lives. As soon as I let doubt enter, as soon as I start believing that I cannot succeed, then I become a loser. Unless I think that everything depends on me, my life does not belong to me. The next principle is the joy of failure. If I talk about critics and self-critics and about failures, in America they get rid of the words like mistakes and failures. I often go to yes, and I see what happens there. We need to say that we have no failures, we have a growth potential. If I failed today, then I need to realize, to conclude that I learned something from this example, and next time I will do better than that. The next principle is success outside the comfort zone. We want others to be responsible for our failures, our roofs, our salaries, our roads, and we expect a good king to come. Russia, Ukraine and others. We keep hoping that a different kind of leadership will come and we will all become happy at once. This is a delusion. We are the heroes of our lives, and we are to make our lives the way we want it to be. No one else will do that for us. So success out of the comfort zone. As soon as you are in the comfort zone, you stop developing. Alexander Varov, Liana Kobzeva and I, we went to Google. We had a guided tour. Basically, they took us with them. And we saw a very exciting thing. They have an open space office, and we see that engineers, very conservative people who are fond of their seats, they mix them up because they want them to leave a comfort zone. As for us, we adapt to our places, we try to stick to the comfort zone. So we keep looking for the comfort zone. but there is no such a thing. Life is changing, and if we not change together with it, we are dead. So success outside the comfort zone, and finally the principle of investment into the future. People say if you don't pay me today what I want to be paid, I will not work. In the market economy, no one wants to pay to you what you would like to get. Any salary should be considered as a stipend, as a scholarship in the world of business. Then we will see that we can learn a lot in the company, and when we become best, we will be able to influence our financial status. So we need to answer the question on how to do that. First, self-realization. Some people turn the Maslow pyramid upside down. Common people think about day-to-day needs, about satisfying them here and now, and successful people are madmen. They start with doing what they like, they feel hunger, they do not sleep enough, they work for 24 hours a day, being hungry and naked and barefoot. But once they realize their talent and start doing what they like, they get transferred to a different stage because the market pays them more and they become successful and happy and rich. But I'm talking about a specific category of people. A decent lifestyle is a result of self-realization. First, we should discover our talent. This is the thing you should do at the turning point, at the starting point of your career. Identify what is your key ability, what was given to you by nature. Then one needs to visualize it. So first, the dream, then a visualization of this dream. You must see a picture. Then motion vector from point A to point B. When you see your future and you know where you want to be. Then I see the path. I'm courageous, I'm persistent, and I get the result. That is how we get the lifestyle that we need. And if we want it, we need to see the talent, we need to develop it, we need to master our skills, then we need to learn how to sell the talent and how to earn money. Then we become professionals in what we like, then we get enough money for our family and then we create a circle of friends who support us, and then we get recognition in the society and become absolutely happy. So be happy, you have everything you need for that. It was given to you by nature.